Welcome back, Tarot fam. I'm Annabelle from Fortune Cookies Tarot. I'm a tarot practitioner for over 35 years. And in this video, I'm wearing my bathing suit. And I'm also going to read about JLo and Ben. So last reading I did on JLo and Ben, I did read that they were working on their situation. Now we have reports that they both spent July 4th on opposite sides of the country. Ben was in California with his children, with Jennifer Gardner, and JLo was in the Hamptons. So they, oddly enough, they both look happy. I mean, Ben has, kind of a goofy face in one of the pictures, but JLo had her wedding ring on. She looks very Hamptonsy with her crazy outfit. She looks like she's going out to pick flowers and, very not JLo, but um let's take a look. Let's see what's going on and let's see if we can give them some good advice and find that yellow brick road. But before we do that, please like, share, and subscribe. And also, you can sign up for my email list because I will be making announcements for my digital class that I am working on. I will have a 3-day free digital class. And then if you like that, you can take my Tarot 101 class. I'm going to be adding lots of fun courses on this new platform. I'm having a great time with Learn Worlds. It is an amazing platform. I'm super happy. It took me a long time to decide which one I was going to put my course on, but I'm very pleased with what I landed on. There's quizzes, there's all kinds of stuff in there. The quizzes are really fun, so you'll have a good time with them, and you get a certificate at the end of the class. So any of my certificate classes, I'll do little mini classes, but we're gonna have a magic of makeup. We're gonna do some intentional cooking, intentional cocktail making later on in the fall. So we're just gonna have a great time. I'm gonna put a lot of classes on there. And you guys can learn a lot of stuff, a lot more stuff than I can put on YouTube. So super, super fun. We'll have ebooks and whatnot. Also, 20% off all summer for readings. I have plenty of time. I've got a kid getting his wisdoms out next week, but I'm still going to be doing readings because I'm going to be home between those gauze changes. So if you'd like your own magical reading, book down below. There's a link in the description of this video. So, all right. So let's take a look at the Afflecks. Let's see what we got. All right. Thanks for being here. I'm having another subscriber bloom. I really appreciate all the new subscribers. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. Let me know in the description, in the chat, what you'd like to see. I love to get recommendations in the chat. I try to get to all of them as fast as I can. I know somebody recommended Harry Cavill, and I don't know who he is. Sloppy shuffle. But I did look at a picture of him and whew, he's a little bit hot. So I will get to him. I will get to him. I will get to him. I promise. So let's see. How is this relationship going? How is our relationship going? Judgment. They're making decisions right now. It's crossing them. Work-related stuff under the surface. I think they are really at a point where they're trying to figure out where they're going. I do think that the relationship is banged up. Let's put it that way. Perhaps they live better apart than they do together, which is not a bad thing. I don't think that's a bad thing. First time I in my in my first marriage, I've only been married twice, but in my first marriage, that was one of the things I said. We had a house in LA, and I was like, oh, I can have my own bedroom. And my ex-husband was like, oh, why do you want your own bedroom? And I was like, wouldn't it be great? We'll be like kings and queens. We'll be like, the Vanderbilts. He didn't go for it. But I think there's something to be said about having your own space. Here, Gregopedia and I, we both have our studios right next to each other in our basement. And I think there are some days that Greg would not like me in here. I think it's really important to have your own space. So I'm wondering if maybe they're trying to figure out how to be married and have that kind of dating relationship. So they do need that break from each other. So let's see how they see each other, how they see themselves. Yeah, I don't think that they can live together. How others are seeing them as split. Their hopes and fears are that they can make this work. And the final outcome is going to be option number 3. What does that mean? So I think I have a solution for them. I think I know how they should live. I think they should live separate lives but stay married. Radical decision, right? Why is that something that's so radical? Because it does give them the opportunity to have it all up here with the 7 of Cups. It gives them the opportunity to maintain their identity, retreat to neutral or personal ground. I shouldn't say neutral, but it would be personal ground. So perhaps they will have a love nest that they go to, and then there's houses where the kids are. The kids, I don't know how invested the kids are with each other. I think they get along fairly well. I've never done a reading on it, but from what I've read, I think they get along fairly well. So maybe there's going to be a couple of locations, and maybe that's why we're selling the big house, that big crazy house that had like 8,000 bedrooms and a spa and a gym in it. Perhaps we're splitting that up to have several locations. So I think that this is a novel and unique idea. It's kind of the inverse of the Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell situation, where they have a marriage and a marital home and a blended family, and they live in the same house, but they're not married. This is, we're married, but we live in separate houses and we're doing our own separate thing. That makes us happier. That makes things easier for us. So I think that that's a good idea. Let's see what would happen if they followed my advice. Is this the best advice for them? Should they live separate lives? Should they live separate lives? 3 of Wands. I'm right. This is the best idea ever. Best idea ever. That would make the relationship successful, give them lots of flexibility, oodles of flexibility, and it would give them the opportunity to really cherish and enjoy those times together. For the deck, they would have time to go back and see what they had gotten right, what they had gotten wrong. Dominant energy would be that somebody would kind of be, well, like this is like basically breaking up. We're basically breaking up. And I think that that's Ben. It's not, though. This is actually a really, really good solution for them. Under the surface, I think the living together and the conflict that happens from living together, just from kind of being in each other's faces, is causing them to not be able to work effectively and not be creative effectively on their own. So is this a bad solution? I don't think so. I think this is a fine solution. I think that this would give them a good fighting chance to keep the relationship together. So would it work? Would it work? Will work. It will reduce the conflict. It will increase the happiness, and it will give them time to dream and breathe in the relationship. I got a solution for them. I think that they should listen to my show. I think that somebody should share this with JLo and Ben and let them see it, because I think they can still do it. Just my opinion, but I'm just a tarot reader, so what do I know? But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I just wanted to keep it nice and short. I am hopeful that they're going to sustain this for a little bit longer. I am hopeful that they're going to do it, because I do want to see them succeed. I think that they deserve to succeed. So I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.